Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, everything that Bitcoin lost today, it's just gained back after dipping into the yellow support region and reacting to it, possibly in a micro impulse here to the upside. It's looking good in terms of Bitcoin following the scenario of an ABC correction in the yellow scenario. I mean, it is possible that this wave 2 already bottomed, but these shallow corrections so far, at least, technically have remained throughout this correction the alternative scenario until the price would prove such a more directly bullish scenario. So again, the idea is we had a 5-wave move up, we had a pullback into the support region. That's the yellow count. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is always an indication that the trend is up. Therefore, we're looking for a bullish scenario, bullish trend continuation to the upside. Nothing is moving in a straight line. A pullback is therefore, it's just playing out right now. Yeah, you know that this is happening if you followed the previous or the videos over the last few days. We were looking for a pullback first towards the yellow box. My words were, I would like to get at least the price to $63,290. This level has been reached and we have already reacted to it. More specifically, the price dipped into the region between the 38.2 retracement and the 50% retracement. A little bit shallow for all of wave 2. And therefore, I'm watching for a larger ABC structure as highlighted here in yellow. This remains at the moment the preferred scenario, and the price has so far followed the preferred scenario nicely, given that in the yellow count, the price was, supposed to reach the yellow box, which it's done, but I'm looking for a larger ABC structure. Could the wave 2 be in already? Could this be the entire correction? And could we already have finished the correction? Yeah, I mean, we have a 3-wave move down into support, but it is the alternative scenario until we see a substantial break above resistance, and the resistance area is defined between $66,132 and $68,368. So I did update that throughout the day. Obviously, I covered it in a couple of videos, but also for our gold members, I updated the relevant levels and gave some short-term updates as always. One of the updates today was that just want to read out one sentence or a couple of sentences. What we have is a clear ABC structure to the downside from the Monday high, which has reached the area between the 38.2 retracement and the 50% retracement. It's uncommon for a wave 2 to complete around the 38.2 retracement. Therefore, I'm inclined to expect a more significant correction, potentially deep into the support zone. Regardless, a bounce is likely, even if just a B wave. And the idea was, we dipped into the support zone. We are watching for a bounce from here. That was pretty much the low point when I sent that out. And the B wave could be unfolding right now. I'm first watching for a B wave with then an expected C wave to the downside. But if we break above resistance, it is more directly bullish. I would now pay attention to this descending trend line that is on the chart. I didn't share that in the previous video, but there is a trend line. I mean, Bitcoin broke a couple of trend lines today. We had this trend line here as well. Again, just sort of 2 touch points, nothing reliable, but that was the first breakout. And now we have another one, again, only 2 touch points, so nothing too reliable. Maybe it's gonna form a 3rd touch point, then a B wave pullback and a C wave. So I did add this microstructure earlier today for a possible B wave bounce. This here could be the A wave at the moment. It's only in 3 waves, then a B wave pullback and a C wave up. Once I see a local top, I will add a support zone for the B wave. Yeah, but at the moment there is no local top. So once the wave A has topped, and it could top in this region, but we'll see. I mean, it's now approaching the previous swing high here and the trend line. But then again, I will add a micro support zone for wave B, then with possibly one more high in wave C to come. Then we can watch this resistance area. We can specify that further as soon as I've got waves A and B complete. And if we see a break above, as I said, above the red resistance zone, then we're likely in a more directly bullish scenario, which is basically the same wave count. It just allows for a shallow wave 2. which in a bullish market is not uncommon. A lot of altcoins could definitely use that bounce, but altcoins are still suffering. So Bitcoin is green. A lot of altcoins are still in the red today. So I think that should give you everything you need to know. I mean, again, the support zone goes down all the way to 56,775. So in this current Elliott Wave scenario, we have to allow for the price to go down that much if it needs to, which is what I said in that signal to gold members, that, you know, I'm watching for a larger ABC structure, possibly deep into the support zone. So 59,400, the golden ratio level, not uncommon, but it would depend on how high the yellow B wave goes. So this is what we're tracking at the moment for Bitcoin. It's looking interesting, looking good, which means in the very short term, we need to pay attention to the trend line here. And there's a previous swing high here at around 64,950, where we might get rejected and start that B wave pullback. But essentially, it's just giving us that bounce that we've been watching for earlier today. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.